And we're back with another CodeMonkey video. First of all, thank you to CodeMonkey for sponsoring this video series. In this one, we are going to be looking at coding our own chatbots using the language of Python. So let's go ahead and jump onto the computer. Here you can see I have my course overview. I'm going to scroll down, and on the right hand side you'll find under the Advanced Python courses, we have coding chatbots. Let's go ahead and open up our coding chatbots. We are going to play snowman with our chatbot, and we are going to have more than 70 different exercises. This is a very complete platform. We're talking banana tails 1 and 2, up to 150 Python challenges, another 70 plus challenges in this coding chatbots course. So altogether, you are looking at well over 200 Python challenges. Let's go ahead and click on Start Coding. Once I'm in here, it's going to introduce me to a very familiar setup, but also very different from Banana Tails. Banana Tails, we had a very large game screen. Here, we have something that resembles a mobile app. So on the right-hand side, you can see we have test and chat. We can stop that. At the bottom, we have our messages. In the middle, we have our Python file, chatbot.py, send message, hello friends. And on the left-hand side, the actual exercise. Now you can see it's giving me a little code example, and it's telling me, can you replace the text and send message to welcome to coding chatbots? Well, we're going to do that now. We're going to change this string. Let's just change this into welcome to coding chatbots. Let's go ahead and test this and chat. Excellent. It's accepted my input. So now I can go to the next challenge, which brings me to the second exercise of 74 exercises. And we're going to have to send a message saying, this is so exciting, but we no longer get that send message code. So what can we do? Here at the bottom, we can see everything we have access to up until this point. We can use send message of variable, send message pure string, or read message. Let's use a pure string. We're just going to say send message and then add in the string. And we're going to type this is so exciting. And let's click on chat. We've done this. Now we need to also send a message, time to start playing. So let's go ahead and do that. Send message. And then we're going to add in our string. This is very similar to an actual IDE that your students will be working with at secondary level and higher. Send message, and then we have to write time to start playing. I had missed that part, so let's go ahead and chat. This is so exciting, time to start playing, and the chat has ended. Okay, we're now moving on to the next one, send a message. This will be so much fun. Go ahead, send message. There we go, chat. Excellent. The exercise has been completed, and we can move on to the third exercise. So as you can see, it's building up those skills very slowly, step by step. Now, as before, as a teacher, we can jump ahead and we can see what the future challenges hold. So let's have a look at that. Here on the left-hand side, I'm just going to open all the exercises, and you can see we have all the exercises. Let's open up 64 and see what that looks like. So here you can see we're already using different classes. We've got different methods. We've got handle a new guest method, and we've got display instructions, and we need to work with else if and if else statements. So this becomes a very powerful lesson for your students to see Python in a real life scenario. What might Python enable them to do? Now again, as a teacher, you have access to a lot more features. Here at the bottom, you can see we have more of these blocks available with some built-in functions, but we do have to build our own methods. The teacher also has the ability to now go to their main platform and get those class resources. So here under teacher resources, we're going to open up the lesson plans, and the coding chatbots lesson plans will be all the way here at the bottom. Coding chatbots, here they are, all 16 lessons for coding chatbots in an easy to use PDF file. You can see excellent slides, lesson plans 1 to 16, beautifully designed and easy to follow. Talks about input, output. There's a glossary for more information, activities that you can play in class, things that you can have up on the whiteboard. You can see here it's using Hangman as a very simple introduction. We also have other slides here that introduce the layout of the program, and everything clearly says how long this roughly will take in class to complete. Now, these slides really make a difference because you can use these in class. They're very visual, they're very clear, and especially things like this, where you're introducing variables as containers, the simple fact that there is a visual here, those struggling learners are really going to hang on to this. I remember when I was teaching this in class, I would bring in a suitcase, open the suitcase, replace the clothes in the suitcase, and that would be how we explain this. But if you haven't got access to that, this is the second best thing. Clear visuals that you can use with your students, and it's already pre-made for you. You don't have to spend hours preparing each and every lesson. You spend half an hour reading through that next lesson, making sure that you yourself understand all the concepts you're about to introduce, and you're good to go. If you want to prepare yourself even more, well, what you can do is you can even jump into these solutions. So let's go back to teacher resources. We're going to have a look at all solutions, and here under coding a chatbot, there we go, we can find the solutions to all the exercises that are coming up. So for example, exercise 60, we get the full solution right here, and we can have this open on our screen just as a reference point. Maybe you want to print it out for yourself and just go over it with some students. Maybe you need it just to make sure that we're all on the same page. Well, that is available to the teachers that have access to CodeMonkey. Now, going back to the main resources, we have some additional resources that we have not touched on yet, and that is the Media Kit. So here in the Media Kit, when you click on that, what this provides you with is some additional resources that you can then use to create your own class materials. So here, for example, we can click on Access Guidelines and Assets, and this will give us full access to what we need to create our own slides, our own lesson materials. So here you can see we've got all sorts of images available. So let's go ahead and click on Images. And this will give me access to the drive, where I now can see all those characters and props. Now, I love using things like this because I love making my own class materials. This gives me access to the same assets that are in CodeMonkey, that are being used in their lessons, and I can now create my own materials to give out to the class, to give out to the students, and they feel as if this is all part of that same system. So here, for example, let's go ahead and find our coding chatbots assets. And here you can see we have those different visuals that are also used within the actual chatbot. We can open that, we have a PNG file, download that, make it part of your own worksheets, your own challenges. So all in all, an incredibly powerful platform. Now, this was coding chatbots, again, using Python. If you haven't watched the previous video yet on Banana Tales 1 and 2, the link will be in the description below, as well as all the other courses that CodeMonkey has on offer. Now, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, do check them out. The link will be in that description, and let me know in the comment section below. Again, a big thank you to CodeMonkey for sponsoring this video, making it possible for me to show everyone watching the channel what CodeMonkey has on offer, what the full courses look like, and what you get as a teacher when you choose to sign up. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.